Hello everyone, welcome back to the WarScope channel. Please subscribe and like my videos because today we have one of the most intense updates of this conflict that will shock you. 93 Ukrainian drones reportedly launched a massive strike on Moscow, marking one of the largest drone assaults since the start of the war. This operation has rattled the Russian capital, disrupted civilian life, and sent the Kremlin scrambling to respond. In this video, we will take a deep dive into everything that happened, breaking down the scale of the attack, how it was executed, what it means for the ongoing conflict, and how this event could change the course of the war. The images and footage coming out of Moscow show a night sky filled with streaks of light, loud explosions ringing across several districts, and fires lighting up key parts of the city. This was not a single strike, but a coordinated swarm attack designed to overwhelm Russian air defense systems. The exterior of the operation is nothing short of stunning, multiple drones flying in from different angles, some reportedly targeting the Moscow city business district, others heading toward military facilities and logistical hubs. Witnesses said they saw Russian air defenses firing missiles into the sky non-stop for several minutes, creating a terrifying display of firepower. Windows rattled in high-rise apartments and car alarms went off across central Moscow. The atmosphere was one of panic as civilians rushed to shelters. Inside the Russian response system, however, the story is very different. The interior of this attack, meaning the planning and execution, was precise and methodical. Ukrainian officials have hinted that this strike was a message to Moscow that its capital is no longer out of reach. The interior details we know so far suggest that the drones were launched in several waves, some equipped with explosive warheads, others used as decoys to force Russia to expend expensive surface-to-air missiles. This was a psychological and military operation rolled into one. When we talk about performance, this attack has to be seen as a significant demonstration of Ukraine's growing capability in long-range warfare. 93 drones is no small number. It is a logistical challenge to coordinate them, maintain their communication links, and ensure they fly over hundreds of kilometers to strike the heart of Russia. Reports indicate that Russian air defenses intercepted a majority of them, but several managed to get through, hitting warehouses, industrial facilities, and causing secondary fires. The performance of Russian air defenses was mixed. On one hand, they managed to prevent catastrophic damage. On the other, the fact that drones still penetrated the defense network shows clear vulnerabilities. From a safety perspective, the Russian authorities were quick to reassure citizens that there were no major casualties, but videos from Moscow show significant structural damage to certain sites and debris falling onto roads and buildings. The safety concerns go beyond the physical damage. The psychological impact on civilians is massive. For months, Moscow was considered relatively safe compared to the front lines. This attack shatters that perception and forces ordinary Russians to live under the same threat Ukrainians face daily. The unique selling point of this operation is the strategic messaging behind it. Ukraine is essentially saying that the war is no longer limited to Donetsk, Kherson, or Zaporizhzhia. It is capable of striking deep into the Russian heartland, even into the capital, where key decisions about the war are being made. This has implications for Russian morale, for the Kremlin's propaganda machine, and for international observers who are watching how Russia reacts. Will this force Russia to redirect more resources to defending its own cities rather than pushing forward in Ukraine? That remains to be seen, but the signal has been sent loud and clear. If we talk about the price, we are not just speaking about the cost in dollars or rubles, but the political and psychological cost. The financial cost for Russia is high. Every surface-to-air missile they fire costs tens of thousands of dollars, while the drones used by Ukraine are relatively cheap. This asymmetry works in Ukraine's favor. Each successful strike, or even an intercepted drone, drains Russian stockpiles and forces them to spend more on defense. For Ukraine, the price is also significant because building, programming, and deploying so many drones is resource-intensive, but the payoff is the impact on Moscow's perception of security. In conclusion, this attack on Moscow is a major milestone in this war. It demonstrates how modern conflict has shifted. No city, no matter how far from the front lines, is completely safe. The use of swarming drones is rewriting military playbooks and forcing nations to rethink their air defense strategies. Whether this strike will lead to escalation or push both sides toward negotiations is still uncertain, but what is clear is that the war is entering a more dangerous and unpredictable phase. Moscow, a city of more than 12 million people, is now directly in the crosshairs, and that changes everything. Stay tuned to WarScope as we continue to bring you detailed breakdowns and updates on this rapidly developing situation. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with others who want to stay informed about the truth of what's happening on the ground.